Why would you do this? Who are you? Why would you kill my babies? Yunseng, you expect me to tell you after you murdered my children? Never. I am as loyal to him as my animals were to me. I'd rather die. Fiends take you, you cur!
What? A patroller reported that Maungsan was in the Lumang Den and that Doran had been bested. Don't tell me you were the one who subdued Doran. And now you've taken down Maungsan. Look, I appreciate busting skulls as much as the next guy, but capturing Yunseng is my business, and it's up to me to interrogate this prisoner. At the end of the day, you're a civilian. I know you wanted to Zaiwei, but that's only gonna happen if I capture Yunseng, not before. Listen. Just peacefully hand over Maungsan, and I'll pass on any information he gives us. Fair? Hey, my hands are tied in all of this. I heard what you did at the granary. You're fighting for good, and that's a rare thing. But I can't exactly hand out a ribbon and the key to the city. Regardless, you have my thanks. And speaking of thanks, Mayor Ipyong of Grand Harvest Square wants to talk to you. You should go and see him. We'll mop up here while you head to the village. And try not to beat anybody up on your way there. Check to see if that one is dead.
You big bully! Get away from me! I'm not letting you have my
Give
dolly!
me your dolly, or Yunseng will come get you.
You big bully! Get away from me! Don't mess with me!
I'm sorry.
I've got my
I want to be a
own
member of the
bodyguard.
House Society one day. I was just practicing.
You got here at just the right time, warrior. He's always been a bully. Thinks he's gonna be a How. They're a bad gang in Zaiwei. If you'd been just a minute later, I would have had to give him a busted lip. The crying usually works, but he's been an extra big creep lately. And what was he saying? Something about Yunseng being in the House Society? That's a new one. I never heard him say that. I don't know. I've heard other people say that, I guess. I guess you could ask the mayor when he comes back. Yeah, he should be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mayor Ipyong. And thank you for finding my father. We got to have a late lunch and everything.
There you are, warrior.
I'll let
I
you grown
hoped
ups
you'd come
talk.
back.
Bye now.
Sopong and Daljen have both told of your bravery and generosity. You have been a great help to us, more helpful than the Talus army at any rate. And Sopong told me that you defeated Doran and Maungsan in your quest to find information on Yunseng. Is that true? Heavens bless you, what a feat. Did you find any information on Yunseng? That is most unfortunate, and I have nothing to tell you. If there weren't so many people injured here, both militia and villagers, I'd be able to help you more with information. In fact, we need medicine very desperately. With the supply lines disrupted by the Lumang, our provisions are dwindling. I have taken this up with Yuchun, but he seems to think we can make do with what we have. Which brings me to this. Yuchun is looking for Yunseng and has all the resources of the Talus army behind him. If you bring us the medicine, I'll make note of his movements. Splendid. The medicine that we need is called the Tricolor Pellet and can only be found in Plog Sanctum, which is east of here. When you get there, find Han Young.
I might be Han Young. Who wants to know? Well, if I was Han Young, and I'm not saying I am, I would have to tell you that tricolor pellets are in high demand, and that those seeking them have to pay handsomely for them. Did Mayor Ipyong send you? He's a very influential and wealthy man. I'm sure he could pay for it. Let's say 5,000 gold? Tricolor pellets take weeks to make. They are distilled from the essence of tricolor Giganura sweat, which is dangerous to obtain, even if the Giganura is sleeping. Oh, you're already back. I guess those Ploggles and Snapjaw didn't give you any trouble.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've been working so hard out here. Making these tricolor pellets is grueling. Oh, did you bring me more rainbow plants? Great. Now I have to make more tricolor pellets. And I was gonna write a sonnet. Ha, no. That's just what Han Young tells everyone so he can drive up the price. I just take these weeds to a mill and grind them up. It's really hard work, and it's so hot here. But at least he pays me, and the frogs are good company.
Excellent. But I'd feel better if you didn't see where I stashed my goods. Here are your tricolor pellets. It's indeed a pleasure doing business with you and Mayor Ipyong.
I've got a bad feeling about...
Did you find Han Young? Were you able to get the pellets from Han Young? Very good. I will get these to our doctors at once. What did he ask for them? Oh, never mind. I shouldn't ask such things. But you haggled with him, right? Never mind. Don't worry. The lives of the villagers are my first priority. You've done us a great service, and I have some information for you. I saw Yu Chun run into his office waving an official report around. You should listen in, or get the report. Quickly, warrior, before it's too late.
He's running out of places to hide. Huh? What do you want? When we finish interrogating Maungsan, you'll be the first to know. I don't have anything concrete, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I need evidence. I'm under orders from the Emperor himself not to divulge information that could compromise our efforts to capture Yunsang. You tend to follow those kinds of orders, or wind up with an iron ball around your ankle. I think we're done here. Once Yunsang is in custody, we'll grab a beer. Hell, we'll grab the entire barrel.
We've sighted the subject. Meet Dosun at the forward base camp.
Huh? Who are you? I'm sorry, I don't have time for you. I'm meeting someone important. I believe you are mistaken. I've never seen you before in my life. What? This is vital intelligence on a project that he is responsible for, and he sends some lackey to do his job? Well, neither do I, but how do I know you're not from the Lumang Syndicate? What if you're in the Skyhaven Resistance? No, I really can't. Yu Chun has put me in a bind if he really did send you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the information if you pass this test. Talus recruits are highly trained. Even if you're just Yu Chun's assistant, I should be able to expect you to accomplish great physical feats. If you're really who you say you are, brave the Soulstone Plains and bring this supply request to the battlefield commander. It's, essential to the war effort. Bring it back and I'll tell you what you need to know.
I hope you've come here to prove yourself on the battlefield, warrior. The Cerulean Order wages war on us again. Join us! That's the spirit! Now first we'll... Wait. What is that in your hand? A supply request? At this crucial time in battle? Nonsense. And this is clearly a forged document. Dosun put you up to this, didn't he? That play-acting, wannabe spy. I'll sign the request. But only so we can catch that rat in his lie. Help me achieve justice by returning the request, and I won't report you for bringing me this obvious forgery. A fair trade, I'd say.
Have you done what I asked? You must truly be a highly skilled warrior, and most certainly one of Yu Chun's assistants. I sent a letter to Yu Chun because I had heard rumors of Yunsang's sightings all over the Sky Petal Plain. My sources have recorded sightings of Yunsang at 5 different locations. 5. Of course, Yu Chun will have to narrow it down. He's been seen at the Lumang Stronghold, the Lumang Den, the Soulstone Plains, the Plog Sanctum, and the secret criminal hideout the How call Just a Cave. I bet they think they're very funny thinking that one up. Yes, the How think they're very clever. It's their secret site where they meet to gamble and carouse. It's not a well-kept secret, and I doubt he would be there. Really? That's strange. Perhaps it is true, but I think that would be a waste of time for Yu Chun. Oh, I would start at the Lumang Stronghold and Lumang Den. That makes the most sense. I mean, what are the odds he's in just a cave? Yunsang's not really the type, I don't think. And it would be very public. Thank you, and please give him my regards. Oh, and tell him this. If he goes to just a cave, he'll probably meet Do Ki-chun. He'll try to gamble with him. Tell him not to. It's a trap.
What are you doing here? Do you have something against drinking and gambling? Do I look like Yonseng? Do they look like Yonseng? Yonseng's not here. And why would he be? This is a house society establishment. He's Lu Meng. Well, I guess he may have come around once or twice. Fine, you're right. Yonseng's here all the time. In fact, he's here now. But I can't just let you see him. Yonseng's a betting man. And so am I. How about a friendly wager? If you win, I'll let you meet with him. What do you say? What? You're no fun. No fun at all. Well, I can make this not fun. If you don't play along, I'll execute these prisoners I have here. They have all defaulted on loans or owe money to the house society. They're no use to me. Might as well use them in a game. Just a little game of skill. Let me get my pot dog friends out here to help me. Heel, boys! The game is this. You can't find the pot dog I'm pointing out to you again. Look for this one, Blue Town. Now, they will all change places. They're very quick. Pick the jar you think has Blue Tao in it. But be careful. Mistakes are costly.
Do you think the warrior will notice?
You mean that you had to get a new jar?
Quiet! It'll work. Just act natural.
Why is one jar different? Blue Tao?
I'm sorry. I broke it.
Find someone with the same color jar.
Let me help!
Yay,
Let me help!
here comes Goofy!
Right, we can do this!
Never you ruined the game. Get out of here.
Wait, you guys got paid?
Flowery brain, you're too tall!
That was not fair. My pot dogs were clearly not up to the task. I can't believe they've embarrassed me like this. I'm going to fire them all. No more treats for them. But you're right. We had a deal. I will call him for you. Are you sure you want to do this? Really? Because he's the strongest warrior I have ever had the pleasure of working with. If you plan on turning him in, good luck. He won't go quietly. Bring Yonseng, the king of thieves. Yonseng will be here soon. Are you sure you don't want to run?
You think you can come in here and stir my rest? I'll teach you a lesson.
You didn't see that, did you?
I, Yonseng, am the fire. The fire that burns.
Run before I descend upon you. Let's not be hasty now. We can call the truce, right?
Don't hurt me. I'm not Yonseng, okay? Get off me. Do-Ki-chun paid me to talk and act like him. The real
no
Yonseng didn't want to be
any
found.
of you.
Finally found you, Yonseng. Show yourself.
What? Was our information wrong?
First the pot dogs, then that idiot Yonseng double, and now Yu-chun?
Bring it
This
on,
is
Do-Ki-chun!
not my day.
Or don't you have the guts?
Ah!
mercy!
My timing could use some work. Intelligence Officer Dosun tells me you pose as one of my assistants to get info out of him. You realize that impersonating an officer amounts to treason? I should slap the irons on you. But I probably would have done the same thing, so I'll let it go. Now who the hell is this? A double? Didn't expect that one. The Hao and Lu Meng must be working together. I'm guessing the Lu Meng paid the Hao to prop this numbskull up and throw us off the trail. Damn! And just when I thought we had Yun Sang in our grasp. I'll follow him to the Dark Realm if I have to. And now I have to go file a report that Yun Sang is still at large. Do you realize how many times I've had to do that? Now why don't you take the Hao's prisoners back to Grand Harvest? We can't just leave them here. Well, we could, but nah.
I'm safe.
You saved my life. I'm scared.
What the are you doing here? You did pull my old bacon out of the fire. I figured I was done for when those Hao bums snatched me up for not paying protection money. You should have seen me back in my heyday. If I were 30 years younger, I would have kicked the out of those. Anyways, I know you were just looking for Yun Sang, but I appreciate the help all the same. I did come across a bit of info in the meantime. Come on back to my inn and we'll talk there. This dank old dungeon isn't doing me any good. Straight, don't you dawdle now, dearie. At my age, I might up and die before you get there. Let's get out of here already. Tell me twice.
I don't
There's
care
the
how
hero.
much it costs.
What took you so long? You should be ashamed letting a shaky old lady like me beat you here. Since you took so long, I had time to prepare lunch. Go on, have some. It's on the house. Ungrateful little try and be nice, and this is the thanks I get. Brat. If you don't want it, go serve it to those paying customers instead. Then talk to my waiter. He's the one with your precious information.
Me too.
I'm so hungry I could eat an excuse me, warrior. I could help it over here.
Thank you, warrior. We're so hungry.
So you're the one who rescued Granny? Thanks. She may seem a little rough, but she's really got a soft heart. And I know you didn't want food, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You mean the Yes Men boss? Yeah, she left here in a hurry after she overheard a Zeraxi talking about a job. A lot of the Zeraxi are mercenaries. This one had been hired to kidnap young women. It made him so upset he turned it down. Yeah, it was really weird. And when Jewel heard him, she sobered up real quick and left. Hopefully she's gone to go bash the person responsible's head in, and it was probably the Lu Meng. I've heard they do stuff like that.
I think the Yes Men have a base at Rural Outfitters.
Rural Outfitters is east of here. Good luck.